Well, I'll tell you, we're getting close to the middle of summer right now. Can you believe that? It's the middle of July and it's hot out here, especially in New York on Long Island. But we're going to have some fun today. A grilling segment today. We are going straight from the farm to the table. Now, I want you to take a look at this piece of meat right here. Let's grill it. Okay? Look at that son of a gun. This is almost like the Fred Flintstone's Brontosaurus burger. What's cooking right now is a ribeye veal. Ribeye veal. And it's herb encrusted. Look at that. Ah, that is just absolutely ridiculous. Whew. Check that out. Now follow me over here. And I'm just going to take just a little bite out of this. Just a little bite. And I'm going to tell you, this is just absolutely fantastic. Look on the inside there. Look at that. Outrageous. Outrageous. Now, let me tell you something about veal. Veal is a great meat. It's tender, it's juicy. It doesn't necessarily need a whole lot of seasoning on it, but it's also very expensive. So if you're gonna get a good veal for grilling, okay, you wanna go to a butcher and you wanna get something like this with bone in. You can't beat this. Now, I can't eat all this myself. Well, actually I could, but I won't. But the bottom line is, you want a piece of meat for veal that is from the rib or the rib eye, because you don't want a piece of veal that's from the leg. That's more for sautéing. It's more for stews and stuff like that. But outside, a good veal chop is fantastic. Now, there's a little controversy with veal. Veal is from a calf. It's a young cow. It's a calf. And there's been some talk about how inhumane the calves have to be treated to get the veal a certain way. So for a long time I didn't eat it, and I'm very serious about that, but apparently they have better methods now. How true that is, I don't know, but from time to time I will eat it. And if you do eat it, you're just gonna have a treat. But again, it can be expensive. But once again, it is fantastic for special occasions. Now, so what I have over here, you see our little friend here, Leroy, herb encrusted grilled veal. All right? So what's going to happen with this veal here is I have all these herbs. And see, when you're grilling outside, especially for something like this, definitely fresh herbs. You want fresh herbs, because what's going to happen is when you put the herbs on this, and you're just herb encrusted, you're going to have it on there for at least 3 hours, but the best thing is to have it overnight. And the herbs just melt into the veal. All right? So what I have here, I have fresh rosemary. I have fresh thyme. I'm using lemon zest. The zest is the skin, the outer skin of the lemon, where there's a lot of flavor in it. When it gets to the white part, you're past the zest area. They have scrapers where you can scrape off and get the zest out. This is tarragon. It's so aromatic. You've seen me use this before. You have mint. You have garlic. You want to use like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. What I like here is butcher pepper, because it's ground, it's coarsely ground, and it's really good for grilling, especially on meats and even fish, because when you bite into it, it bursts. The flavors burst out into your mouth. So you don't want powdered pepper. You really want butcher style pepper. Extra virgin olive oil, of course, is my staple, and I have salt here. Now I'm trying to go on more of a low sodium diet, so I have a light salt, 50% less sodium. So you chop all this stuff up, okay? Just chop it up finely. You put it into a bowl, and you just mix it, okay? Let that sit for maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, okay? And there you have your herbs ready for your veal. Now, Barbara, hold on to this right here. I just gotta go get a little fresh veal. I wanna show you what it looks like. I'm back! I'm back! So this is here a great piece of veal. This is, again, a ribeye. I have some of the herbs from when I actually marinated that piece there. You can see how it's pink, okay? Very tender. And there's not a whole lot of marble in it. You don't want too much, you want more of the meat, okay? And there you have it. This is a thick cut, but it cooks quickly. And you just take your herbs and you rub it in. You can rub it in with your fingers. You can rub it in, you know, with a spoon as I'm doing here. And you turn this over. And what you want to do after you put this on, you put it back in the refrigerator. As I said, you want to let it sit for at least, I mean, a minimum of an hour. But for the bottom line is, if you can put this in your refrigerator and have it marinate overnight, you can't beat it. And that's basically it. Now, when I grill, I just want to show you something over here. When I grill, and I've showed you this before, I have a side smoker. So I can smoke on this side. It's just like an oven. You see that smoke coming out? And then I grill over here. Now, what I use, Barbara, if you could just go in there, I use hardwood charcoal. I don't use that Kingsford coal stuff because that has a lot of chemicals and stuff in it. Hardwood charcoal is natural wood. It has no chemicals or additives. And it burns hot, much hotter than regular coal, and it burns clean. Now, that will flavor any kind of meat or fish or chicken that you're going to be using. However, if you want to smoke it, add that smoky flavor while you're grilling, and you want to use some other hard woods, what I would suggest, I have my woods over here. Some of this is for the fireplace, but I also use this for cooking. I have over here oak, I've got maple, I've got peach. I also have some hickory, okay, and mesquite. When you are grilling or smoking veal, you don't want to use hickory or mesquite. It's too hard for it. You want softer woods, stuff that will give it more flavor, kind of a sweet flavor. That's what you want to use. So that's basically it. Now, right now, I am not drinking any alcohol for the time being, taking a break. But one monkey don't stop no show, baby. I've got some nice non-alcoholic beer here. This is a stout. They're doing a lot with non-alcoholic beers now, and they taste pretty good. They've got stout, they've got pale ales, they got IPAs. The non-alcoholic wines, they're starting to catch up, but they've got some brutes out there, some sparkling wine, Chardonnays, and they're pretty good. So, I mean, you know, if you're not drinking alcohol, you ain't missing a beat. You're not missing a freaking beat. So, again, I just want to show this to you, and I'm just going to take another bite out of crab, and let's see how, look at this, just juicy and tender. And I'm gonna have with this, Barbara's gonna have some cod because she doesn't eat meat, so I got a nice cod dish, another cod recipe. But we're gonna have a nice spring mix salad with some nice ripe nectarines and extra virgin olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And we're gonna have a good time in this hot weather. Bon appetit. I'm out.